So today I'm really looking forward to guiding you through a very powerful, very insightful, guided process to really see how much you embody your awesomeness, how much your subconscious is on board with that. And so before we dive into this will be with eyes closed and very experiential. But before we do that, I would love for you to come up with some form of a phrase that starts with the beginning of "I'm totally awesome," and you're completing it with something, and I'm going to give you some examples. Something that might push your edge, make you a little bit uncomfortable to say in front of people, probably something you wouldn't say on top of in front of people. Uh, it's meant to be a little bit provocative. We actually kind of want to open up some things. It's meant to be just a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm just giving you this context here so that as you're feeling into something, if it feels very easy for you to say, then let's push it a little bit and see if we can come up with something else. But I'm going to encourage the phrases "I'm totally awesome," and then completing it with something like at what I do, and I totally deserve to be well paid for it. It could be "I'm totally awesome and deserve to be the go-to leader in my industry. I'm totally awesome and I deserve to make this amount of money. I'm totally awesome and I deserve the most amazing, um, exceptional life." So, whatever it is for you, I just want you to feel into something that would, maybe it's something more specific, like "I am totally awesome and I deserve to be featured on a big platform. I'm totally awesome and I deserve to be um, high profile, on TV, something like that, right? It's something for yourself that feels like what you want to be calling in, what your next level is, and whatever that is for you. And sometimes, and for some people, some of you guys, it might be something like "I'm totally awesome and I deserve to be happy and peaceful," right? It could be something like that if that would again be a little bit uncomfortable for you, even though some people might say, "Well, that's easy to say." For you really want to tune into something that feels just a little bit like might call up some stuff for you, because that's really what we want to be doing today. Okay, so just take a moment, don't overthink it. You can always come back and do this. I'm going to invite you to a little something at the end just to go a little bit deeper into this process. It's a free gift that I have. And so there's lots of opportunities for you to play around with this. So I'm going to say, yeah, we're going to get something that pushes us and calls up some stuff, but we also just want this to be light and informative and insightful for us. Okay, so once you have that, just have it sort of in your mind. You could write it down on a piece of paper if you want, and I'm going to be cueing you that to say it when I'm ready for you to say it. And then if you are ready now to close your eyes, I would invite that if you're able to close your eyes. If you're not, that's okay. But it's just going to allow you to drop in a little bit more deeply and allow you likely to visualize a little bit more. And again, I will just before we get into that, if you are someone who's like, "I don't know how to visualize," just trust whatever comes through for you, right? Some people are very visual. Some people just have a sense. Some people have a knowing, right? So just sort of allow yourself, don't let your mind shut this down for you if you don't see anything specifically. Just to like, right, we all have different ways of doing this. And so my invitation with all of this, especially this one, is to be really open and just really allow whatever needs to come through for you. Okay. So when you're ready, closing your eyes, maybe nodding your chin to your throat. I'm going to keep my eyes open as I guide you through this. But I'd like you to close your eyes, nod your chin, and just really feel supported in the chair that you're sitting in, really grounded. And yeah, just call all of your energy back. Just allow yourself to be here and fully present in this moment. This is probably going to be a 10-minute, maybe 15-minute process. So, well, you can see the length of the video so you'll know. So, just give yourself this time to be fully present. So, call all of your energy back to you. Maybe just take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And again, in and out. And one more deep breath in and out. And I want you to see yourself now walking into a room. It may be an auditorium. It may just be a big room. It may be something that has thousands and thousands of seats. It may be something that has a stage. Just notice the size, what is happening. There's no need to change anything. Just whatever is coming through for you, trust that. So just see yourself walking into this room and it's filled with people. So whatever capacity this room can hold, it's filled to the gills. It's right. It's filled to the max. And so you may see people standing around. You may see people sitting in chairs. So again, just allow whatever comes through to come through for you. And you are going to walk either to the front of the room or up onto the stage if there is a stage. So just see yourself doing that, slowly walking to the front of the room. There's a spotlight following you, or walking up onto the stage at the front of the room. Again, there's a spotlight sort of guiding you up the steps and onto the stage. And either place, wherever you are, there is a microphone and there is a spotlight, and there's also either a whiteboard or perhaps you are holding a Bristol board or a big sign in your hand. And on that sign or on that whiteboard, you will have written, or you can see yourself writing now, the reason you are totally awesome, or what you want to say after the I'm totally awesome. So maybe you're just writing a number on the board if that is what you are wanting to create. Maybe you are posting featured on some TV show, some movie, maybe a podcast, right? Might be industry expert. It could be something, again, as we said, more general, happiness, harmony, peace, all good things, right? Whatever it is for you that you had sort of completed that sentence with, that is up on the board. And now you're going to walk up to the mic, feel the spotlight shining down on you. Now you just want you to look out at that audience. So again, it's a full audience. It is full of all kinds of people. So people in your family, so your parents, your siblings, maybe your grandparents, maybe some people who've passed on, even ancestors. You're going to see maybe current clients, past clients, current employer, employee, right? Depending on, where you are in the world and what you're doing. You will see future potential people who can give you opportunities, people you would like to collaborate with, people you'd like to work with, whether as clients or creating something big in the world. So I just want you to see this audience filled with all of these kinds of people. And now you're going to look out at this audience, speak powerfully into the microphone. And I want you to say, I am totally awesome. And then complete that sentence with whatever you came up with. And what I'd like you to notice is what just happened. So what just happened in the audience around you? What do their faces look like? What is their body language like? If there were thought bubbles over their head, would they be saying something? Are their arms crossed? Are they clapping? So just noticing what you see for yourself without trying to make anything happen. Again, I'm just giving you some suggestions to allow you to drop into this a little bit. So just again, maybe you want to say it one more time if you want to. I am totally awesome. Again, it could be, and I deserve to be well paid for it. And I deserve to be the go-to leader in my industry. And I deserve to be featured on prominent platforms. And I deserve to make this much money. And I deserve to have a happy, peaceful life, whatever it is that you're saying. So really just looking around the room right now and just noticing what you see, what you feel, what's the energy like? What's the overall essence or the overall sense of how you are being received as you say this? And if you're seeing lots of great things, people standing, clapping, Nodding, great. And then also, I'm going to invite you to go a little bit deeper and look for something that is not as good. Right? Again, we're just really trying to call up some things that are maybe hidden from us. And so, my invitation to you is maybe take the spotlight that's shining down on you and sort of shine it around your audience. And just see if you can see anyone who is maybe has their arms crossed, or maybe is talking to their neighbor, not paying attention to you, maybe getting up and leaving. Maybe you see you see bodies but no faces, or it looks like they're facing away from you, right? So I just want you to really notice, or again, if these thought bubbles maybe are something negative, like who do they think they are, or whatever it is for you. I'm just giving you a few suggestions, but really just allow yourself to have your own experience of this. Just take one more minute here to just really be in this. You're on the stage still. You just have said this out to the audience, and you're just kind of looking around to see what happens and how they are responding to this. Just capturing this, almost taking a mental snapshot of what's going on. And then I would like you to turn the focus onto yourself, you that's standing on the stage. How are you feeling? What is your body language like? What does your face look like? What's your energy like as you say these words? So notice what that is, and notice even if it felt stronger and then you saw the reaction of the audience and it felt different. So just really just allow yourself to have whatever experience you're noticing. And again, I'm just going to have you now look back out at the audience one more time to see if there's anything last things that you want to capture. Just one more scan around the audience, see how they're responding to you, see what the energy is. I just want you to, again, just capture this information within you. I'm going to have you stay with your eyes closed. If you need a break, you can open them, but I'm going to take you just a little bit deeper. I will explain what's happening after. So I really just want you to have this experience now. So now what I'd like you're still on stage, still the same audience. So you now have a bit of an idea, excuse me, of what the response was and how your body and your energy was responding to this on stage. So I want you to now connect into your belly, into your solar plexus. So that is just below your breastbone and above your belly button. And I want you just to sense for, I'm going to give you a few images, a spark, like a sparkler spark, maybe some light, maybe the idea of a fire, like a little fire. And this is going to represent the part of you that knows the truth of what you spoke to the audience, knows that you're totally awesome and that you deserve whatever it was you said after that. I'm totally awesome. And some of you may have just said, I'm totally awesome. And so I want you to connect to that spark and spark, flame, light, whatever it is for you, and just notice maybe how big it is right now, maybe really huge, and it may also be tiny, tiny. So again, you're just going to take a few moments here to allow that spark to grow. You can use your breath. You can use your inhale to allow it to expand, and your exhale to allow yourself to settle this into your cells. If you don't want to use your breath, you can just imagine it growing bigger, like almost like you're, putting wood on the fire, or you're maybe blowing a little bit on that spark, or just imagining it getting bigger and bigger. So I just invite you to stay here for a moment and allow this spark or flame to get as big as it can right now. Not forcing, but allowing it to get bigger. So it may start to fill up your whole belly area, that whole solar plexus area. It may even start to come outside of your physical body. So just again, maybe let's stay 30 more seconds and just see how big or how bright you can make this spark, this light, this flame. Giving yourself this space, this time to do this. So seeing yourself on stage now with this brighter spark sort of in your solar plexus. And then I want you to look at your audience and I want you to see each of their solar plexuses, solar plexi, I guess, that are also have a flame, also have a spark or a light. So whatever you see, and maybe you see it for everybody, maybe you don't, that's okay. I want you to notice that as your spark gets brighter, theirs does as well. So it's almost like you're lighting the spark within them as you are standing on the stage, owning this within yourself, that you're totally awesome and blah, 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 all the reasons why. And as you're doing that, you are sparking everyone in the audience. I just want you to take a moment to see that happening from your vantage point on stage. So you're getting brighter, they're getting brighter. And just allow yourself to witness, to feel this, to embody this. And you may even want to float above this as though you're looking down, bird's eye view. So you see yourself on stage lighting up, and you see your whole audience lighting up as well. Wherever you are, just take a moment to capture this. Maybe you screenshot, right? You snapshot this in this moment to get the sense, the essence of what's happening. But more importantly, I want you to feel it within yourself. And so I'm going to invite you to come back down onto the stage if you sort of floated above. So you're back on the stage in that energy. You're going to see the audience with that sparky energy. And I want you to say one more time into the microphone your phrase, I am totally awesome, and completing it. And I deserve to be well paid for it. And I'm awesome at what I do. And I deserve to be the go-to expert in my industry, and I deserve to be featured on big platforms, and I deserve to have this much money or this much income or this much impact or this much happiness, whatever it is for you. So saying that one last time on the stage powerfully. And I want you to look out at that audience one more time and notice what is different. So quick scan around the audience, notice their body language, their facial expressions, the thought bubbles, the energy in the room. Just notice what has shifted, what is different. And then turn back into yourself or feeling or seeing yourself on stage after having said this the second time, and noticing how you feel in your body, in your energy, in your facial expressions. Just notice what that is. And notice what has changed, what is different for you. So just take a moment to enjoy that, breathe it in, capture what you want to capture, and then allow the audience to slowly fade away. And then allow yourself to slowly fade away from the stage, coming back into the room that you are in currently, sitting in the chair that you're sitting in, taking a moment to take a few breaths, maybe move your body, feel the support of the chair, really ground yourself back now into the moment. Take as long as you need. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes, come back into the room. And maybe just even notice, look around, maybe things look or feel just a little bit different to you right now. And I'm just going to take a moment to explain a little bit of this to your conscious mind. So what has happened in this visualization is really a projection of your subconscious, right? Of your subconscious beliefs, thoughts, right? There's lots of things that are hidden from us. And when we do a visualization like this, we are now amplifying that and allowing ourselves to sort of see the unseen. And so this is really just understanding there is no audience, right? This is just what's happening within you, and you are seeing that reflected back to you. So this is really valuable information to understand how much you do really feel into your awesomeness, or how much you truly embody that you are totally awesome and that you deserve these things. And it's a really great way for you to see where there's some maybe we'll call them blocks, maybe some not allowing. And that is, again, you'll see in lots of the series that I do here that that's so important for us to open up. And I hope that you can see that there was a shift. We did a very short visualization with energetics, right? We kind of just energetically did a little bit of a shift. We amplified your personal power, really, your essence, and allowed you to drop into that. And then as you did that, you could see a shift within the audience and a shift within yourself. And so understanding that this visualization is really powerful to give you information. Again, I'm giving you this now, so your conscious mind is like, oh, okay. And then basically for you to understand that every time you do this, and I would recommend doing this one a lot, and I am going to give you an opportunity to have your own copy so that you can and go a little bit deeper into this for yourself and actually clear even more. But the more you do this, that the more you shift within you, the more that audience starts to shift, that's reflecting that you are sort of changing those subconscious beliefs, thoughts, right? And so again, we can externally feel like we have a great sense of value or a great sense of self-esteem or confidence. And some people do and some people don't, right? Everybody's at different levels around this, but we can see when we do this that there are hidden things from us, right? I hear that from clients all the time, right? I've even done this maybe on a talk and they've done the visualization, they know it's coming and they still, and you'll see it when you, if you do this again, or if you do my free gift, you'll see that different stuff will come up if you really allow it, right? Again, and so this is just a beautiful way for you to grow your sense of power, your sense of ownership of who you are, of what you want, of what you deserve, of what you are creating and giving in the world. And so it's just this opportunity for you to continue to amplify that within yourself. And so I hope that you have had some little shifts in this moment. I trust that you have. And I'd love to hear about any of those below. So feel free to comment and share. And yeah, if you would like to go a little bit deeper into this, I'm going to invite you to my free gift, which is Let Yourself Shine. And that is going to be, there'll be a link for sure below this video. It may be in the banner. I switched things up a little bit. So you can look for it in the banner. It will definitely be in the show notes or the notes, this description below this. So that you can capture this, and all you'll just need to do is put your name and email in, and that will be sent to you. And this is going to be a 20-minute embodied experience, very integrative, that is going to allow you to, by the end of it, have a different experience of yourself on stage. And a different reflection from the audience. So basically, an expanded version of what we just did here, a little bit deeper. I'm going to take you through a clearing protocol, a clearing technique called tapping EFT, and that is fantastic to help clear some subconscious stuff and rewire in some new patterns. And I will take you through this visualization in a little bit more detail to allow you to fully expand it. So it's just going to be an expanded version of this. And so I would invite, I mean, if it resonates with you, I would invite you to do it because you will have it sent right to your email and you can do it multiple times. This is one that I do over and over myself. My clients, I tell them in the work that we do, I'm like, if you take one thing away, if you do one of these practices, this is the one, right? This is something you can do before an event, before a talk, before an audition, before a conversation, right? Before sending an email, whatever it is for you, it's going to allow a different energetic stance and energy really to be there as you sort of put yourself out into the world. And so I would just invite you to play around with this. So yeah, this is a big one. This is a great one to do. And I think I shared in a previous video sort of my personal experience. The first time I did this, I actually, when I was on stage, I actually disappeared from the stage, like vanished. Like it was mind blowing to me because, you know, I've been a teacher my whole life. I've been on stages, I've spoken, right? It's not, I'm not, yeah, I'm a bit nervous, but I'm not really, right? And so it was really interesting to have that embodied experience of like literally vanishing off the stage. I was like, oh my. So yeah, that's the work, right? That's to help us get clear on that stuff that we think externally, and internally there's some other stuff going on. So I will leave it at that. And again, as always, love to have you subscribe if this is floating your boat. I'd love to have you on the journey. And yeah, look forward to continuing and seeing you in the next video.